friends, Melissa Jensen here. I'm your Mountain Crest Library Media teacher. Today I'm going to teach you how to find the sources you need for your Indian Massacres research project. Okay, so right on the same website where you found this video, there is this Pathfinder, okay? This Pathfinder is basically just telling you step by step how to do what I'm going to teach you how to do. But I just want to make sure maybe you should have that open and follow it along while I do this. But the first path, or the first place we're going to start, is the online library. onlinelibrary.uen.org. If you don't have that bookmarked, you should totally bookmark it. We're going to use it a lot. Okay, so the first place we're going to go is just right down here to World Book Online. It's a basic encyclopedia is what World Book is, okay? So you can just click on student, or you can click on here, find your school or library. Students should have what you need. I know that you've each been assigned a different battle, so as I go through this, I'm just going to pick some of those different specific battles, but you just know that you're searching for your battle, right? I think it's called Black Hawk Battle, Black Hawk War, till I found what it exactly was called, and Mr. Williams or Mr. Reader can help you with that specifically. Okay, Black Hawk War. So this is an article about the Black Hawk War. That sounds good. This guy was a chief in the Black Hawk War. Cool. Indian Wars. That's interesting. That probably has a little bit in it about my specific battle. Pueblo, French Indian, Pontiacs. Great, great. So you can Shanti. Okay, there's the Black Hawk. So it's just a little article, but guess what? You don't need a lot of information. A lot of these sources are going to give you the same information, and you're just pulling a little bit from each of them so you get enough sources. But let's go ahead and click on this main one. This is awesome. Do you know why I like this article? It is organized for me in kind of the same way here that I would like to organize my paper. So that's helpful for me as far as laying things out. The World Book Database is very good at that. Now, can you copy this word for word and do this exactly? No, but we are doing research, so you can pull things from it, okay? So here's the Black Hawk War. You can read all about it, okay? And then what I like about World Book is down at the bottom, there's this little button that says how to cite this article. Just click on that. I think you guys are doing MLA. And you can just copy that and paste it right into your citations page. Cool. Okay, our second path also starts at the online library. And the online library is onlinelibrary.uen.org. Hopefully you already bookmarked it. And we're going to go to Gale Reference High School. And for this, since we know exactly what we're searching for, we're not going to go into any of these different directories. Instead, we're just going to use the power search button, and we're just going to search our exact word. So let's do Battle of Wounded Knee here. Perfect. Okay, so Battle of Wounded Knee. Up here you can see how many articles there are and what type of article they are. Okay, the first thing I would do is make sure that over here full text documents is checked, because otherwise it might be pulling up some information that you don't actually have access to reading. So full text documents. Okay, so you can kind of read through these, but scrolling through this many articles would actually take a long time. So what I want you to do is look for the things that would be the most helpful. I think books would be the most helpful. This doesn't mean you have to read a whole book, okay? It's going to give you a part of a book, though, that you can read. See, this is only 234 words, right? This one is 9,000 words. We're not going to read that entire thing. Okay, so I'm going to go, this looks good. The Wounded Knee Massacre, perfect. I'm going to look at that. Okay, Wounded Knee Massacre, good, good, good. So, what you need to know when you're in the Gale Library is this light blue thing here. This is not the article. This is just information. Can you quote this word for word? Not really. It's just to give you an overview. So I think that's important to know, okay? But you can still cite and refer to this. Your article is down here. This looks like a great article. It tells me all kinds of things. Oh, I love this one. I hope you have this topic and you can go right here. That would be super helpful. Okay, so you can have your source citation right here at the bottom if you want that, or you can use the citation tool and just copy it and paste it. The other tools you can use are send it to your drive, which would be helpful because then you can find it again quickly. Okay, so that's Gale, okay? The next one we're going to go to is also in the online library, and it is EBSCO. So onlinelibrary.uen.org, go here to EBSCO High Schools. And the reason I'm giving you guys so many paths is because not every path has every battle in it. You're going to probably have to search through quite a few of them to get the exact information that you need. So I'm just going to show you them all quickly. This is EBSCO. I clicked Academic Search Premier. And what I want to show you guys, let's try the Bear River Massacre. I think it's called the Massacre. Okay, Bear River Massacre in the Making of History. It looks like there's 5 results, which is making me excited because Bear River is one of the ones that's hard to find information for. But what I need you guys to be careful of is, look, when I click on this Bear River Massacre, Great, great, great. But guess what this is? Reviews the book. This is just a book review. And even though it might have a lot of the information that I want, this is just telling me about what's in a book. I can't actually use this for research. So I need you to be careful of that anytime you're in EBSCO and a little bit in Gale, is that you're looking at an actual resource and not a review of a resource, okay? All right, so when you're in EBSCO, if you find something you want to use, you just go ahead and your citation tool is right here. You can cite it right there. And then you're just going to scroll down here until you get to MLA. And you can just copy and paste that citation into your sources. And then you can send it to Google Drive right here. Okay? I know we're going kind of quickly, but you can always back up and review and pause and everything. Our next one that we're going to check out is also on the online library. This is our last one on the online library, but I happen to like this one quite a lot. This is a good place to get primary sources. It is Utah Digital Newspapers. This resource actually searches every newspaper that's ever been printed in Utah since Utah began, which is kind of cool. So let's try the Bear River Massacre here because that was a Utah event. Okay, so Bear River Massacre. Okay, you can see we've pulled up a lot of things that span a good timeline. I'm just going to kind of scroll through and look at the article titles and see if any of them look like maybe what I'm looking for. Indian difficulties, that seems the right time. You can see this is exactly what I'm looking for. I happened in Brigham City, a massacre. What I love about this, if you read through this, at the end you can see that this has witnesses and a sworn statement. This is cool. This is an actual primary source of people that saw what happened at the Bear River Massacre. Cool. Now, it's going to be more difficult for you to cite this, okay? If you go to owl.purdue.edu, that's listed in your Pathfinder, it can tell you how to cite things like this in MLA, a little bit more, a little less common articles. It can tell you how to cite those. Or you can run in here to the library or shoot me an email and I can help teach you how to do that. Okay, so that's that is the digital newspapers. Next Pathfinder we're going to go to actually takes us out of the online library. We are going to go to history.com, okay? It is a .com, but this is actually a really great source for this project. So history.com, it'll take you hours if you scroll through. All you need to do is just use that search part over there and type in the name of your massacre. So let's do that, Nez Perce. Okay, so great. We've got an article here that looks interesting. I'm going to just go ahead and click on that. Perfect. This looks like exactly what you're looking for. Yes. Okay, so history.com can be very helpful. What I like about this is that it gives you this citation information at the bottom. You still have to put it together in the right format, but it gives you everything you need to know. And finally, let's talk about Wikipedia, shall we? Can you use Wikipedia as a source? No, you cannot. But can you use the information within Wikipedia as a source? Sure, if it's credible. You've got to do a little bit more work, okay? So let's also try the Nez Perce War here. Okay, we all love Wikipedia. It's got so much information. It's super, super well organized and it tells us everything we want to know. But we cannot cite wikipedia.org as our citation. What we can do is if there's information here that we want to use, we can look at where that information came from. And you can do that by just like clicking on this little number here, right? And that'll tell you where it came from. Or what I like to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom and look at the references. And just go through these references one by one and see if any of them look credible. Click on it and read that actual resource, right? So let's see, this one is from the New York Times, a lessons from the Nez Perce. That might work, okay? This one is from Oregon Historic Quarterly. Yeah, that's probably going to work, okay? Let's see. This is from Western Treasures. This is from an actual academic article. I think that might work. So if you click on the link and go to the actual article where it came from, you validate the site or the author or whatever you need to do, then you can go ahead and use this. So this would be my citation page, not Wikipedia. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I sure want to be helpful to you. So if you're going through these paths and you can't find what you need, please come talk to me or reach out to me through email. I'm really good to answer emails. And again, at the bottom of this sources page is how you can cite in MLA format. And I'm just going to show you that quickly. It's just this website here, owl.purdue.edu. And if you go here and you click Purdue Owl, and then you go down here and to MLA Guide, then this will show you how to do things in MLA. So click Formatting and Style Guide, and it just goes through exactly like what your font should be, what your format should be, what your margin should be, and how you can cite things. And then just over here, you can even just say like, I really just need to do how my works cited page, or I really need to know just how to cite in-text citations. And so that's Purdue OWL, also a really good source. Okay, you guys, I hope that this project goes well. I hope I've been helpful, and I will look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, guys.